You've already achieved goals that you said would make you happy. You have already achieved goals that you said would make you happy. Yet, for some reason, you're still not happy. Maybe you think you haven't achieved much, or maybe you've achieved everything, but you're still not satisfied. Let me tell you this. You can be happy. Happiness is a choice. It's not conditional. It's not based on if this happens or if that happens. You can be happy right now. Right now. If you choose to be. And I'm going to teach you how to be happy. The first thing you need to understand is that your goals will not make you happy. It's through being happy that you will actually achieve your goals. Many of us think that when we achieve our goals, all of a sudden everything's going to change. The world is going to completely transform and we're suddenly going to be happy. Finally, we're going to get there. But that doesn't exist. That's not how it works. It's through being happy now. It's through being grateful for what you have now, being content with what you've achieved so far, that you can now be happy right now, today. And then you'll achieve your goals. And you'll continue living in this happy state, living in this state of fulfillment, where you're grateful for everything that you have. I'm sure you may have gone through a heartbreak and you thought to yourself, I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to achieve all these goals. I'm going to be extremely great. And maybe you're in pursuit of those goals. Or maybe you've already achieved those goals that you said were going to make you great. And you're going to make that person who cheated on you feel sorry and wish they never did that to you. But you achieve that goal. And then you realize that life hasn't changed at all. I mean, they're not even aware that you've achieved those goals. They've probably forgotten about you. They don't care about you. And now you feel empty because you thought that achieving those goals would make you happy. And your source of happiness was them seeing that you've achieved those goals and them thinking, I made a mistake. And you saying, I told you so. You should have never left me. Or maybe you thought, when I leave my hometown, all of a sudden my life's going to change. I'm going to finally have freedom. I'll do whatever I want. I'll sleep whenever I want. I'll go wherever I want. And you move, but your life stays pretty similar. You're still waking up at a similar time. You're doing similar things. You're just in a different geographical location. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't want to grow as a person. I'm not saying that if you come from a bad place or a bad environment, you shouldn't aspire to move to a better environment. But what I'm saying is, don't think that that change in environment, don't think that that achievement of that goal is going to bring you more. It's not going to bring you happiness. You actually have everything that you need within you right now to be happy. And that's why I say again that happiness is a choice. You don't need anyone else to be happy. You don't need anything else to be happy. You have been gifted everything you need already to be happy. It's already within you. And if you look within, you will find that happiness. You'll look around you. You'll be grateful for the breath in your lungs, for the family that you have, for the friends, for all that you've achieved up until this date. Because I know if you're watching this video, you have achieved a thing or two, even though you may not focus on those achievements. Be proud of yourself. I mean, maybe now, maybe later, write down a list of everything that you've achieved. Everything. Just keep writing it down. And you'll realize pretty quickly that you've lived a fairly impressive life. But you're still not happy. Because you think that your goals will make you happy. What I need you to do now is realize that happiness is within you. And through actually becoming happy now, you'll achieve your goals faster. Because you're not going to be chasing this thing that you already have, but you're ignoring. There's times in the past where maybe I was in school and I was looking for my backpack and I'd be asking everyone, have you seen my backpack? Guys, have you seen it? I can't find it anywhere. And then someone eventually takes me out of my misery and they say, your backpack's on your back. And I look like an idiot because my backpack was on my back this whole time. But that's you. You're looking for happiness everywhere, but it's literally on you right now. You just fail to recognize it and acknowledge it's on your back. Happiness is within you, and it's a choice for you to choose it now. The second thing that you need to do, or you need to understand if you want to be happy right now, is that you may not be where you want to be, but thank God for how far you've come. You may not be where you want, but you've definitely come a long way. You've definitely made a lot of progress. And that's why I said you should write down a list of everything that you've achieved if you're struggling to remember what you've achieved. Because I promise you, you've come a very long way. Your problem is that you focus on the destination. You just want it now. You want that end goal now. And until you get that end goal, you're not going to be happy. You've made a decision. Until I reach this goal, I will not be happy. I forfeit my happiness for X number of years until I get to this goal. What if it takes 10 years? Are you really going to be unhappy for 10 years until you achieve this goal? And then when you achieve the goal, you realize that it didn't even change anything. And you feel the exact same. Imagine you actually set out to achieve a goal and it took you 10 years. And you decided, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to enjoy any day until that day when I achieve this thing. And you get there and it's underwhelming and it's not that great. 10 years of your life wasted. 10 years of saying, yeah, guys, I don't want to see you. Like, I know you're inviting me out, but I'm not going to say hi. I'm not going to swing by. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm too busy. I'm focusing. 10 years of your parents wanting to have conversations with you in their old age, and you just say, nah, I'm too busy, like, we'll talk later. 10 years of your siblings wanting to build a genuine, intimate relationship with their blood, and you're too busy for them. 10 years of pushing everything else to the side other than your goal, and you thought that would bring you happiness and it doesn't. What a miserable life that would be. Be grateful for what you have now. Be content with what you have now. You don't realize that the destination, it's underwhelming. When you get there, it's underwhelming. I mean, it's great you get there eventually if you do get there, but it's underwhelming. What you should focus on is the journey. The journey is the most important part of life. Who you become on this journey, the character development, the lessons you learn, the XP you gain. Like if you play these games, as you go through the story mode and you beat different bosses and solve different problems, you gain experience points, XP. I always look at life like a game. I'm trying to gain XP in every single part of life. That's what you should be like. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the highs, enjoy the lows. Enjoy the struggles, enjoy the gains. There's no sun without rain. So both sides are going to be inevitable. But enjoy it. And enjoy who you become on that journey. Because you don't realize that you're actually living in answered prayers right now. You're living in answered prayers. Some of the things that you wanted when you were younger, some of the things that you dreamed of and you thought to yourself, if only I had this, my life would be different, I'd be so happy. You have it now, but you're still not happy. Again, you've already achieved goals you said would make you happy. You're living in answered prayers right now, but you still are not happy. Enjoy the journey. Understand that you've come a long way and be grateful for that. Be happy that you've come so far. I remember there was a time when my arms were super skinny and I had a big belly as well, skinny fat, horrible combo. People would look at my belly, especially my brother, and he would say I was going to be like one of my uncles that used to be in great shape but was now pretty fat. And I didn't want to be like that because I'm an athlete and I want to be in shape all my life. And that used to scare me. So I thought maybe one day I'll be big. Maybe one day I'll be in shape and people will actually compliment my physique because I'll be so jacked. That day came. But then you get to that day and you don't even remember that dream that you once had. There was a time, maybe you're still experiencing this, but for me, there was a time where all I wanted was for girls to like me or like me back, to find me attractive. All I wanted, one day, hopefully. That day came many, many years ago. And now it's nothing. We're living in answered prayers. There was a time where I wished that I'd be able to leave my house on my own accord and explore the world. That day's come. I was with my parents, I'd leave the house. I wouldn't say I'm going anywhere sometimes. That day came. So the same way that you said that when you achieve certain things, your life's going to completely do a U-turn, turn 180, and you're going to be happy. You're doing the same thing now. And you're on the other side of those goals that you said would make you happy, and you feel the same way. So what makes you think that this time it's going to be any different? What makes you think that this time, when you achieve your next set of goals, suddenly you're going to be happy? When you are currently living in answered prayers and they didn't make you happy? That shows you that the happiness is based on you, not the goals. Because you achieved those goals. Those prayers were answered, but you're still not happy. So decide you're going to be happy. The third thing you need to do if you want to be happy, and I kind of touched on this a little bit already, but I'm going to say it again. Be grateful and content for what you have right now. Be grateful and content for what you have right now. Count your blessings. Realize that you already have everything that you need. Family, friends. You've achieved so much already to get you to this point right now where you even want to achieve these crazy goals. I mean, be grateful for that you even have the mindset to want to achieve things that some people would never even dream about. Some of the things that you're not happy you've achieved yet, some people wouldn't even dream. It wouldn't even appear in their dream. Their dreams are lower than the things that you want to achieve. They wouldn't even think about it. The thought wouldn't even be conceived in their mind. Be grateful for your mindset. Be grateful for everything. Be content. Be grateful. But mix that contentment and that gratitude with ambition. Yes, I'm grateful for what I've achieved. Yes, I'm happy that I've got this far and I'm living in answered prayers. But I'm ambitious for the sole reason that you want to reach your full potential. That's the sole reason. No impure reasons for you wanting to achieve more and be ambitious, other than you just wanting to reach your full potential. I think that it's important that we reach our full potential. Show God the beauty of His creation. Try and max out all of your stats. See how far you can take it, how much more you can achieve. But whilst you're doing this, be content. Be grateful. Look at what you've achieved and be happy. Smile. Not because you don't want to achieve any more, but because you're acknowledging that you've already achieved things that are great. You've already achieved things that people would wish to achieve. Me, for example, up until recently, I've achieved a lot in my life, but I didn't feel like I'd achieved anything because I was looking forward. I'm going to be happy when I do this. I'm going to be happy when I do that. It's not how it works. But it wasn't until I looked back at my life and I thought to myself, I've achieved so much. I've grown so much to even get to the point that I'm at now. That's when I started becoming way more happier. I became content and I was grateful for everything I have now. And that's a firm foundation to build upon as you are ambitious and want to achieve more. Rather than not being happy with anything you've achieved, being completely ungrateful for everything and still wanting more, you're never going to be satisfied. You're running, you're fighting a losing battle. And the sole reason why we are ambitious is because we want to reach our full potential. We want to see how great we can be. We want to push our limits because that's why we're here. We're here to see how great we can be. Wasted potential is horrible. Imagine getting to the end of your life and being told that you could have achieved so much more, that you could have been so much greater, that you could have impacted so many more lives. Wouldn't that be horrible? That's why they say the grave is the richest place. Not because there's lots of money in it, but because it's full of unfulfilled dreams, unfulfilled potential. Don't add to the wealth in the grave. Be content, be ambitious. Be content and grateful, but also be ambitious. Want to achieve more so that you reach your full potential. And this is how you're going to be happy. I'll remind you again, you've already achieved what you said would make you happy. Happiness isn't conditional. It's not based on anyone else, anything else, or any geographical location change. Happiness is completely based on you.